He's an SEC lawyer, SEC lawyer. He's our lawyer to get our company to go public in the next 5 to 7 years. So he also has ways to move the money. So explain to him what you can do. And
so, Minister, first of all, nice to meet you. It's a pleasure. Yeah. I bank with Chase Bank, private account with them, and then I use them for my trust account for my legal services. They have set my trust account up so that we can accept into the trust account basically an unlimited amount of money. And as I understand it from ACE, there's an investor in the UK, or they have a UK account through Barclays Bank, and they want to move, or they want to invest $150 million. The way Chase has suggested we set this up, and they've cleared my account to do this, is that we go ahead and work up the paperwork and the documentation for the investors to wire transfer the 150 million from the Barclays Bank in the UK to my trust account with Chase here in the United States. I'm licensed in New York, and so it's a New York-based account, and the 150 million would stay there pending our use of those funds through our company that we would set up either Delaware or Nevada or wherever you guys want to set it up. And we would set up that company, create a bank account either with Chase or with Barclays for that matter.
Barclays.
For the funds. Yeah, we could set it up with Barclays, and we would set up the account, and then we would wire the money from my trust account to Barclays to set up the account and get it fully funded.
According to my sources or on the internet, there is no Barclay Bank in the United States. Is that true?
As far as I know, there is. I was not aware of that. I thought that they had Barclays Bank in Delaware. You and I talked about this the other day. Barclays US is headquartered in Delaware. Their subsidiary is called Barclays US, or Barclays Bank Delaware, and they are a member of FDIC, and they have a headquarter location in Delaware. They have clients all over the country, all over the United States.
The chairman just spoke with the investor as he texted me. He said that the requirements of what the investor wants to do is transfer 250 million to a Deutsche or Barclay Bank account through IBAN to IBAN. They'll give you their KYC. Supposedly, the IMF has already checked and clear and free. Of course, you're going to need all that info. How do we give them what they want, and they can immediately put the money in with the CIS on who's receiving it? If you have a Barclay or Deutsche Bank with an account number with your CIS, then they can transfer right away.
I don't have either a Barclays or a Deutsche Bank account, but both Barclays and Deutsche Bank have presences in the United States.
Here's the thing with that, Wallace. I went to a Deutsche Bank in Century City in Los Angeles. The problem is they won't talk, I am a high net worth individual, or will put and open up an account with $1 million. So, Mr. Socorn, if you can go to your investors, Wallace, who's a lawyer, has access to put it in a Chase bank account. He's licensed in New York.
Well, or if we want to fund, I can help them establish this account with either Barclays or with Deutsche Bank in Delaware, and I have contacts with which to do that. The way we can do it is since we need $1 million, a minimum of $1 million, then the way to do it would be to transfer $1 million plus a little bit extra for, fees and costs and incidentals and so forth to my trust account, and then contractually I'll set up the Deutsche Bank or the Barclays account for them in Delaware, and then they can transfer the rest of the 250 million directly, the account in the UK to the account in either Delaware or New York. They can do either one. It's very easy to do that, and that way we can set that up for them and have it go straight through from Barclays to Barclays.
Do you know if it's an IBAN? Because they want IBAN to IBAN. I checked it online. They don't have an IBAN system here. They have it in other different countries. If you looked at it online, I Googled it, what countries would have IBAN?
Yeah, I can certainly ask them that. I'm not really familiar with how each of these work. I mean, I'm more familiar with SWIFT, but I'm not sure how each bank does the processing of large large sums of money. Chase said that it was very straightforward with them and it's very easy. They didn't mention either SWIFT or IBAN, but I'm happy to call these guys and talk to them and figure it out. Yeah. And I'm sure they do have that system for both of these banks with respect to large transactions.
Okay, so Mr. Sakorn, if your investors can go with IBAN through Chase instead of Deutsche, we can do that way. That's one option. Or they would put in 1 million through Chase, and then from Chase they will open up a Deutsche Bank for them to put in the rest of the 250 million.
Okay, so I understand like that. The first IBAN to IBAN, no use in USA.
Yeah, according to the internet.
All that IBAN is just a IBAN is just an acronym for International Bank Account Number, and you can generate an IBAN, an International Bank Account Number as soon as you have the account set up in the United States. What we would do is, again, we'd go from Barclays to my trust account at Chase with an amount of money that would allow us to open up the Barclays account in Delaware. We would transfer it from my trust account to Barclays Delaware, and then have Barclays Delaware. We would then apply for the IBAN through Barclays Delaware, and that would hook the two Barclays accounts, the UK and the Delaware account, together. That would hook them together through the IBAN number that would be issued by Barclays. That's how that would work. That's the order that would work in. But there's really no reason to set up the IBAN until we have the Barclays Delaware account set up. $1 million plus the incidentals to my trust account with Chase from Barclays. I take it under contract to Barclays Delaware, set up the Barclays Delaware account for them with all of the activity and all the paperwork and all the documentation. And then as soon as that Barclays account in Delaware is set up for them, we file for an IBAN number with Barclays. Barclays issues the IBAN number, and then they can transfer as much as they want between the two Barclays accounts. They can immediately transfer, 149 million. They can transfer 249 million. They can move as much as they want from Barclays UK to Barclays US once that account is set up.
So I will request the investor like that. First, he must transfer $1 million to Chase of you.
Right. It'll be
in trust account of you.
In my trust account.
Barclays Bank or Dutch Bank,
and it would be either Barclays
to open the line for them. Can use IBAN, okay?
Yes.
The second request, if he can directly to Chase trust account of you in Chase USA, that is the best way, okay? So we have so I will explain to him that. But the best way is you send for me what we contact and what we say, and the procedure. After we do like that, you can explain for me, and then by email, and then I will send to him. We don't need to lose. We don't need to lose many times. Okay.
Got it.
Okay, good. Okay. So send him the email or send it to me, and I'll send it to the chairman, and he can get it to the investor right away. He's going to ask Wallace if he can put the whole 250 million into your trust in the Chase account, and then we can work.
And the answer to that is yes. And the Chase has set that up so that my trust account may receive the entire amount of the money, whether it's 150 or 250. My trust account is now set up to receive it all. That's right.
Okay, so good. So send what the chairman has requested.
Yeah.
Put it on email, exactly the procedure, so then he can submit it to the investor today. It's morning time over there. We will wait their decision end of the day.
But the most important, you write down the name and the address of your Chase Bank in the USA. Okay.
Yeah, happy to do that.
Yeah.
Happy to do
that. And also put it on your letterhead that you're a lawyer, so they know, this is everything will be legal because you're a lawyer.
Yeah. We are serious and professional.
Got it. Okay.
All right. Very good. Good meeting. And then we will just wait for that email. We send it to you right away, Chairman. All right.
Okay. Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Got it.